Commandment 10. I'm having to practice this one right now with this stupid buzzer.
Mm-hmm.
I will reflect before I react. When emotions rise, I'll pause before I react. A deep breath and a little perspective can go a long way in shaping how my child remembers a moment.
We have a couple of rules that we've set up for that in particular, for that reason, is if you have a question about playing time or something like that, and this happens in school sports too, the rule is wait 24 hours. So it's never a good time to question. I mean, if there's something that's dangerous or illegal or something like that, inappropriate, different. But when we're talking about X's and O's on the field, play time, other stuff like that, you don't go into the dugout or the sidelines and address the coach right then. You wait. And I don't even say you wait till after the game, because I'll guarantee that coach is not emotionally in a great spot to handle your complaint either. You wait 24 hours. You pause, then react. Now, again, if it's something that's dangerous, something that's inappropriate, that's different. But a little bit of like waiting to react is going to go a long way. And if you could train your kids to do that too, that's even better. Say, hey, that feels like a bummer right now, but why don't we just take some time to let our emotions settle in and to think rationally about the situation, then we can approach it again tomorrow.
I'll throw myself under the bus on this one. I'm the PA announcer for our high school baseball team. We were in the playoffs this past season, and we had two refs in a game that I thought missed and made some very bad calls. And obviously, as the PA announcer, I can't say anything in the middle of a game.
And continue to be the PA announcer.
And continue to be the PA announcer. So,
because you could say something.
I just get tossed.
That's right.
The game ended on a very controversial play. And I thought the umpire made a bad call. Game's over. We lose. There's no consequences now. So I played 3 blind mice over the PA system.
That's great.
And because they have to walk right past where I'm at to get like right in front of me, out a gate, and right behind me.
Yep.
And I lost my cool on an umpire, and I started yelling, and people around me were laughing because I did it in a joking way, but literally within 2 minutes of him walking away, I'm like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. Like, I realized I let my emotions get the best of me in that moment instead of taking a deep breath and regulating myself.
Yep.
And like, I actually went home, or in the parking lot, I did a video and posted about it. And the umpire's girlfriend saw the post, sent it to him, and he ended up DMing me, telling me, hey, it's okay, he understands. So and a really cool story how it worked out. But I had no children involved in that game. I was just emotionally invested because I was a part of the team. If I would have reacted that same way in front of my 8 or 10-year-old, that is a memory they would carry with them throughout their childhood, and like their dad flipping out the way I flipped out then.
Yep.
Like, that's not a memory I want them to have. Like, maybe they would have laughed at it, but it's not something. I was funny. I'll give myself credit for that. It was still inappropriate, but I didn't take the time to pause before I reacted. I let my emotions drive what I did instead of being in control of my emotions. And I know that it happens, and I know that it's hard, but of all these commandments, this is the one we are totally in control of.
Yep.
We are in control of how we react when something happens and how we control our emotions. And this one might be the hardest of all of them.
And I just want to drop into this, and I don't care if I get stopped by the timer, but I'm going to say this. The trend that has been going around on social media, specifically with like baseball and softball kids, where it's like it's so cringe that we're actually doing this because it exposes how bad this situation is. You've seen the one where it's like, say something that your parent or coach says to you most often when you're on the field. And it's like the kid runs up and they'll say like, keep your eye on the ball, and then goes, and then some other kid and they say something. It's like, I see these things. And the funniest ones are the saddest ones, right? Where all of a sudden you get these kids that are 10, 11 years old, 9 years old, and they're like, what the are you doing? You know, it's like, get your head out of your, it's like, These kids remember what their parent is saying so much that when somebody says, "Hey, we're going to do a funny little video. Come here, Timmy. I want you to run up and say, what is it that you hear your parents say most often from the stands?" And it's like, "Are you effing kidding me?" It's like, that's what your kids are remembering. What I want to see is a lot more of those where it's like, "Hey, great job." Right? But you don't hear that. Why? Because a majority of us have a hard time keeping emotionally regulated, and that is proof that the kids are remembering it.
That was one of the 10 commandments of healthy sports parenting. If you want to watch them all together in the full episode, that link is down in the show notes below. The next season of the Healthy Sports Parents podcast starts August 13th. If you want that, make sure you subscribe here or on your favorite podcast platform. If you want daily videos with different topics, make sure to follow us on social at Healthy Sports Parents. We put out a new video every single day. Most of all, enjoy watching your kids play the sport they love. We'll see you soon.